Yo, what is up guys, it is the man in the Canada, Super Pigman here today with another video. And before I start the video, I'm going to say that there's not going to be a podcast today, mainly because I kind of just took naps all day, and people that I was going to do it with were busy today. So we will do the next episode on Saturday and be returning on Monday, and then we'll go back to our normal schedule of Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. It's just today's been like really hot where we live, and it's been a real sluggish day for like all three of us. So we decided that, hey, we're not gonna do it. But without further ado, let's get into this Kenshi lore video. So actually it's more like Kenshi lore speculation, but we're gonna just fit the word lore in there because we are gonna go over some of the lore. So we're gonna be talking about the Bugmaster. Now the Bugmaster is an interesting thing. He is what you call elusive in the grand scheme of things in Kenshi. He is kind of a main character because he actually knows who Catlon is. He wants to go fight him. He's raising up this army of spiders just to go fight him. And now, I don't think he notices, but I think he might get fucked up because Catlon is literally the strongest person in the game. Like, dead ass. I probably lost 5 or 6 people when I tried killing him the first time, And so, let's just talk about this. Who is the Bugmaster? That's the real question. Now, there is about a couple theories on him, and let's talk about the first one. So the first theory is that he is the first Phoenix, that he is one of the original ancients that broke away from the Second Empire to try to, form a new, it was to pretty much form the new nation, also known as the Holy Nation. But he ends up, just falling out, and he just disappears. Now, contrary to what you believe, we don't know shit about the ancients. And if Bugmaster was an ancient, then this shows us pretty much that ancients age either very slowly, or they're kind of like immortal. The only way they die is if someone kills them, pretty much. Like, they can grow old, but their genes just keep on reproducing. So, their genes never really do make them age. It's kind of a really complicated science thing, but that's kind of like the more congested version of it, or concise version of it. But to be honest with you, I think that might be the case where they just don't age at all, and the only way they die is if someone kills them. And there's a lot of plausible evidence for this. First, let's look at his age. His age is very old. There's been myths that he's been around for about 1,000 years or so. And Holy Nation, relatively new. So if he is around that, like whole entire, like even if he's at the half point, it still wouldn't be far-fetched to think that he was the first Phoenix, right? Because it's not that far away from, the whole entire Second Empire falling and Holy Nation rising and, all these other things happening. So you think about it, not that far-fetched. And that's the first, indirect clue, you could say. And he just, he fits that so well, because if you really think about it, he is a human, and there's really no reason for him to be over there. And let's go to the, the second main point of evidence, which is all the human teeth in the chest. Now, if you guys don't know, there's priests, there's priests in the Holy Nation, and there's also, churches. And the churches carry pretty much, guess what? Human teeth. So there could be a theory. There is that theory where, those teeth were originally from the Holy Nation, and they he just has them. And so that's, another one that, kind of supports this theory. And the third one is the fact that he wants to kill Catlon with a passion. Now, think about this. Who would have wanted to kill Catlon the most at the start? It would have been the first Phoenix. Now, I know that's kind of far-fetched to try to connect it, but if you really start thinking about it, there's no reason why he should know about Catlon, because literally not that many people know about him. The only people that do know about him are the skeletons, and pretty much I think you see Holy Nation just really does not know about Catlon that much. Even if you go running around trying to find out from there, just if you're a new player and you just played in the Holy Nation, you wouldn't know. And even if you just played in the Shed Kingdom and in the Swamp, you wouldn't really know. So it's more of if you're in the United Cities, you'd kind of know more. But if you really think about it, he is the first Phoenix. I stand by this theory because it kind of makes the most sense if you really think about it. Like, he is gonna be the new he is the first Phoenix, and he's trying to kill this person that pretty much brought the downside of all civilization, and is probably blaming him for losing his throne. And he's also trying to raise this army of spiders. Now, to be honest, where he got the spiders, he probably just hatched like a couple eggs and raised them from birth, and then hatched the, more of the eggs, and pretty much he ended up getting an entire army. That's my theory on that. But that is pretty much my theory on the Bugmaster being the first Phoenix. It's quite out there. But let's also talk about the second theory, which is he is an enemy to the Hive. So, there's also this huge theory about the Hive conspiracy. If you guys don't know about it, I've made a couple of videos on the Hive. I think I made 3. One of them was kind of like an updated lore, but besides the point, he is actually trying to take out the Hive, and the Hive are manipulating the Shek to try to get him to take him out. And he's gonna march onto the Shek, and then march onto the Hive, and march onto the Western Hive and to the Southern Hive. And I kind of want to believe this theory, but it's kind of out there. It's like one of those theories where it's like, whoa, man, it's out there, But I mean, to be honest, it's very, very plausible, because even if you look at the way where he's set up, he is in the perfect place to go either way and attack them. And if he goes and attacks the Sheks, he could pretty much fuck them up. And if he goes even further into the Western Hive, he could fuck them up. And if he goes to the Southern Hive, he can fuck them up. So I think that's very plausible, but I feel like him being the Phoenix is the more plausible theory. But let's see what you guys think. Comment down below what you guys think about which one's which, like which theories do you think is true and which one you believe. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. Remember to leave a like, subscribe, do all the fun stuff, and peace.